Okay, welcome back to another episode of Crowns and Tea podcast with your favorite mean girl, and put that in tough air quotes. Your fabulous, my sweetest tech princess, envy me greatly. So, we're going to get into a sorority series, and this is part 5. And I'll start out by saying, and if you haven't seen part 1, 2, 3, and 4, those episodes should have dropped already. Okay, sorority series. And this, once again, is part 5. So, and this is not always the typical case, but it has happened. Whether or not individuals choose to, without exaggerating the facts and all the other stuff, share their stories, that's totally up to them. So let's begin. So sometimes, like sororities, you know what I'm saying, they have these weird and they use the term rituals or whatever, but if you just think about it, if you play sports, or you know how you pray before sports, well, some of us prayed, or if you join certain affiliations such as like band and stuff like that, praying would be considered a ritual. Am I correct? So they try to say that, with certain type of activities that goes on inside, that Scooby-Dooby-Doo, everything is a ritual for you. And obviously, many of the moles, and we call them moles because we believe, or at least I believe, just as other organizations, no matter what the cause is, have been infiltrated. I'm starting to just like put on my thinking cap, and I'm like, so the same thing that we see that's happening to departments and quality organizations, did these things in fact also like happen to fraternities and sororities as it pertains to infiltration, just so that individuals could get inside and get into the no good, if you know what I mean. If you're from the South, or anybody, if you're not from the South, don't you know no good? Did that in fact happen to sororities and fraternities? I'm starting to not even question it at this moment in time and space. I believe so, because as you can see, all of the tomfuckery, all of the bullshit that's happening and playing out before your eyes on the world center stage, it doesn't take rocket science to basically put 2 plus 2 together. So let me start by stating, individuals are sometimes bullied, you guys, and this is a different type of like bullying or whatever. They're forced to sleep with their brothers, like line brothers or whatever. So let's say if you have an unattracted Jezebel, and she truly likes this frat guy, or she truly likes another guy who doesn't belong to the fraternity, she will basically, in order to earn her I'm not going to say earn the stripes, because that would be a disgrace to others. It's a disgrace to others. In order to get brownie points, she will basically sacrifice a naive or green individual, basically. So let's just put it like that. Read between the lines. It doesn't take rocket science. So individuals are sometimes forced to sleep with their line brothers. And when individuals do not want to sleep with misogynistic clowns or pigs, they are either bullied, harassed, threatened. You know, they like to put that over your head, or you're not going to quote unquote get this job, or you're not going to be able to quote unquote do this or whatever if you don't do that. Mind you, some of the moles pretend to have quote unquote more power over individuals that they truly do not have. Okay? Sometimes they use filthy pictures or videos as lifelong collateral, just in case, you know what I'm saying, just in case you bitch, just in case I'm talking to you guys, decide to step out of line. If you want rush or probate, you weak-minded, you know what I'm saying, you little people, you gotta go along to get along, bitch. Or you better do what spiritually broken hoes say. Otherwise, you're not going to get your dangling carrots. Perhaps others missed the memos. When bum hoes who didn't come from shit, and I absolutely mean have not come from shit. Give me 1 second, you guys. And I'm back. When they haven't come from shit, obviously, whether you're a part of a sorority, fraternity or not, you're always able to tell, basically, okay? And this doesn't mean that, and when I'm saying just like come from shit, individuals who do not come from a lot, they at least value the concept, the primary, you know what I'm saying, function of real family, real networks, real friendships. So broken spirited whores who absolutely did not come from shit, they're a little bit different than what you would call the ordinary quote unquote peasant. And we use that term loosely, okay? Not to be, you know what I'm saying, derogatory. You get the picture. So the spiritually broken hoes, they're very fascinating, you guys. And when I say very fascinating, I mean just like look at them. Sometimes you can see them here. I mean, if you happen to have some recommended for you dig. So perhaps others missed the memos, as I was stating. When bum hoes did not come from shit, how the hell do you get to dictate to others to give you a free ride, give you a free meal? Notice this, you guys. Like, they beg for rides, brag for free food, want you to purchase luxury items, expensive gifts they nor their family can't afford. Or, bare minimum, tell them when to rise and shine as if they are God. Like the audacity. Cut it. Make it make sense, you guys. These are the whores who want to be put on some type of pedestal or throne, darlings. They want to bully you into purchasing them things that they themselves cannot afford. Bully you into using you could even have a hoopty, they wouldn't give a fuck. That's how you know that a lot of them, the new age, haven't come from shit or a pot to piss in. At least other individuals who do not come from shit, they don't have their noses stuck up in the air and twisted. And if they do, you just look at them sideways like, darling, who are you? Where did you come from? Spits. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. So let's get into the shit. So Camilla Harris knows exactly how the low-hanging fruit and low vibrational games go. And we ain't talking about Janet. It's the pure audacity. In any event, back in the day when individuals wanted to pledge, it was more of a legacy and for real community service and giving back to the general public. When I'm saying general public, I mean communities that are subjected to unnecessary social ills, basically. Projects for humanity, where you go around like painting houses or fixing houses up, and when individuals cannot afford a contractor because they're too expensive. So it used to be back in those times where a service would appear to at least be legitimate on its face, versus cheap hoes following individuals around the college campuses attempting to convince them to pledge, basically. It's very hilarious and fascinating. Let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts about so-called denouncing? And do you think they're full of shit? And why run from one, quote-unquote, one cult that's underneath a sorority or fraternity, quote-unquote, to another cult, and this is without quotes, to a cult of poverty pimping, exploitation of women, i.e., the motherfucking pulpit. Once again, this is Crowns and Tea with your favorite mean girl, your fabulous, my sweetest tech princess. Envy me greatly.